experiment with Helmholtz coil for the BTech first year lab. In this experiment, we are going to measure the magnetic field along the z-axis of coils. First, we consider Helmholtz configuration. The distance between two coils is kept equal to the radius of coil and corresponding magnetic field is measured along the z-axis. In the second case, we increase the separation distance between them and measure the magnetic field. In the third case, we decrease the separation distance between them and we measure the corresponding magnetic field. Then we repeat all the three cases for anti-Helmholtz configuration. In the end, we measure the magnetic field for an individual coil. We know a current carrying conductor generates a magnetic field around it. For a circular coil of n turns having radius r, the magnetic field at a distance z can be found using this formula. These are the equipments used in this experiment.
So this is our first apparatus for the experiment. So you can see this is a power supply which consists one voltmeter display and one ammeter display. The maximum limit of the voltmeter is 0 to 15 volt and the ammeter is 0 to 5 ampere. So these are the adjusting knob by which you can adjust power source as your requirement. So we do not use the power supply at its maximum limit because of our safety measure. So we'll adjust the voltmeter around 10 and the current at 2 ampere. So these are the adjusting knob. We'll adjust it in such a way that we can get a constant current. So this is the indicator. If the light is turned on, that means the current supply in the coil source is constant. So these are the output terminal of the power supply. So the red one is the positive terminal and the black one is the negative terminal. So these are connected to our Helmholtz coil. So these are the well-known Helmholtz coil, which consist two coil each having 154 turn. The diameter of each coil is same and both coil are identical. You can adjust the distance between the coil as per your requirement. This is the way you can adjust the distance between the coil. So each coil having two connection points. So there you can see there is also two connection points. So these are connected to the power supply and also with each other. So for our two different configuration, the connections will be different. So this is the Tesla meter, so which also connected to a probe meter here. So by this Tesla meter you can measure the magnetic flux density, and this is the adjusting screw by which you can take your data. Like if you adjust this at 20, that means you can take your data up to 2 decimal point. If you adjust this as 200, you can take this up to 1 decimal point. If you adjust this at 2000, that means there is no decimal point. So we'll adjust this at 20 so that we can take our data accurately up to 2 decimal point. Usually if there is no current in the circuit, that means there is no magnetic field, but due to the instrument or any other environmental effect, there can be some stray magnetic field or noise which can be measured by the probe. So to eliminate that, to make our instrument calibrate, we can use this knob. So by adjusting the knob you can eliminate the external effects. So this is a probe meter by which we can measure the magnetic field. This is basically a sensor, and this is also connected to the Tesla meter. The probe meter is mounted on a stand. By adjusting this screw, you can basically move it vertically up and down, and by adjusting this screw you can make a proper alignment and fix it at some point so that throughout the experiment there is no movement of the probe. So now we'll do the connections for the Helmholtz configuration. So for the connections, we will first switch off the power supply. Then from the positive terminal of the power supply, we'll connect the coils first point, and then the other connector from the other terminal of the coil, it will go to the second coil first point, and to complete the circuit from the second coil second point, we'll connect this to the power supply negative terminal. So this way, in the Helmholtz configuration, the circuit is complete. Now we'll switch on the power supply. So both of the coil, the current will flow in the same direction, So the magnetic field will be in the same direction for both of the coil. Now the probe is at the center of the two coil. You can see at the tesla display that the value of the magnetic field is maximum at the center. Now you have to move the probe at 2 centimeter, and again you have to note down the value. For each configuration we have 3 cases in the experiment. So for the first cases we'll adjust the distance between the coil at equal to the radius of each coil. So basically the distance between the two coil will be equal to the radius of the each coil. Now we'll adjust the probe along the z-axis such that the probe tip is placed exactly at the center between the two coils. For this adjustment, we have placed the meter scale at the middle point of the coil. So you can see the probe tip is exactly at 600. So this is the middle point. And vertically also you have to adjust the probe tip at the middle of the meter scale. Now we'll fix the center point using this 2 meter scale. The probe is exactly at the center of this two coil, and we'll fix this meter scale so that throughout the experiment the probe position is fixed and there is no disturbance through the experiment. The probe is at the center of the two coil, so we can see the magnetic field is maximum at this point, and this is displayed on the Tesla meter. Now you have to move this probe 2 centimeter. Then you have to note down the values again. Similar way you have to move this, and you have to take the data for each time. For the distance between the coil is less than the radius, or for the greater than the radius, you have to repeat the same thing again. To the next part of the experiment, so that is the anti-Helmholtz configuration. So for that the same connection will be done. So the positive terminal will come to the first coil first terminal, then the second terminal of the positive first coil will go to the second terminal of the second coil, and from the first terminal of the first coil will go to the negative terminal of the power supply. Again we will switch on the power supply. So there the currents are flowing to the circuit in the opposite direction. So we can see in the Tesla meter at the center of the coil the magnetic field is 0. Again the probe tip is at the center of the two coil, and you can see at the center the magnetic field is 0. And now if you again move the probe, then you can see the magnetic field is changing, and that way you have to take the data for various distance. Similarly, from the opposite direction, you have to take the data for both of the Helmholtz and anti-Helmholtz configuration for all of 3 cases.
So in this part of the experiment we have considered a single Helmholtz coil. As you can see, the direction of current is anti-clockwise and the output magnetic field is towards this direction. Now we have placed the Hall probe at the center of the coil, and we start taking the magnetic field reading in the Tesla meter, and for each 2 centimeter we take the corresponding magnetic field reading in the Tesla meter. Similarly we can take the reading of magnetic field of other side of the Helmholtz coil.